spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the California Golden Bears. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Golden Bears will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cavaliers. Will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team.
Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here's the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Golden Bears offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. To throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
1st down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Golden Bears are flying down the field. He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. Got the first down himself. Lots of room to run. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big guy smells it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Offense working from the pistol. He'll start this drive going to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but it gets man covered.
Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them, because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cavaliers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. Got it behind the line. It's Higgins. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Houston went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Cougars always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Give to Brown. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
And the Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the catch at the 10. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker, it's Miranda. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. He lofts it high, playing deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for room, it's Higgins. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Higgins. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And they can't make the play on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here's the handoff. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Miranda. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Drills him with the stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miranda. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. At the 45 on its way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You got one.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Escapes the sack. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And these 2 defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling them.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Wide out trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, it's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play in center.
The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll ride the hot hand. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The screen, he can go. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500, I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate at throwing it. Guess what? This game is far from over.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Throws for the tight end. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab on the left. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On 1st down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hand, it's Higgins.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Running to Green. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Cavaliers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off play action. Dances away to buy time. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Miranda. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Now they'll run the draw. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point
breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Miranda. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Miranda. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense.
Sneak gets it done. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Ott. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the red zone, it's Higgins. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He'll throw it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The Cavaliers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Pocket breaking down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the failing to convert on 4th. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Paul?
Turning it on. Quick step and go. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there, and the defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you can tell, they weren't fooled.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Complete on the comeback. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride.
There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stopping.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Finds his man. It's Ott. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 20. He'll loft one deep down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Brown has it. Breaks into the open. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's almost